Hey, we're back with you. It's time for an early version of the Jesse T Show with Natasha Blassic here. She's hanging out with me today in Pasadena at the Constance Hotel. And what we're here for is to talk about her ever so beautiful skin and the effervescence of Natasha Blassic. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much, Jesse, for being here. And yeah, we woke up pretty early for this, right?
Yeah, we did, except, anytime that you wake up, you're as gorgeous and beautiful as all.
Well, thank you. That's what I wish. But no, today actually we're here to talk about skincare. And I've been using those creams, and I'm like a big skincare fan. And yeah, I'm very excited to actually share about my experiences with this skincare company. And so that's why I put my makeup on. And I think I put too much of the blush, but I think I look healthy.
You look great and beautiful, and skincare is what it's all about. It's the rage of our society today. As we grow older, we have to take care of our insides and our outsides too.
I mean, it's true. It's true. I think God gives us only one body, unfortunately. So I think we really need to take care, think about it as a temple.
Unless you have a big body, then you have 2 or 3 bodies built in you, like MIB, Men in Black, right?
Oh, you're a cat.
I'm a tiger, baby. That's right. So we're here to celebrate ZIPBOX, and ZIPBOX is a sealed box grower. We're going to find out about all that and broadcast live through the press conference here. And Natasha will have her back on because we're going to do some recording here. I'm going to record the press conference, but I just want to get a little talk with you because you're always so busy. And congratulations on the success of your career.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you. No, I'm excited. There's a screen of the movie that I'm in the middle of this month, and I just had a screen of the pilot, comedy pilot that I did. And the word I heard that maybe it's already picked up. I mean, I don't know, but I'm fingers crossed. But I try to put as much good work and good energy, and that's what it's now control, and everything else is up to God.
That's right, absolutely. So go take a seat.
Yes.
Look as beautiful as ever. Natasha Blassic, thank you much. Ewart Chin's checking in here. Hey, Ewart. How are you doing, buddy? Can't shake your hand. My hands are full. But we'll elbow bump. Come on, elbow bump. Yes. What are you doing here, my friend?
Well, friends asked me to come out and support him, so I'm always supporting him. He's my brother, so I got to come out and support him. Yeah.
ZIPBOX is something new in the industry because you have outside grows, which are mostly up in the triangle up north.
Right,
and then you have for cannabis, and then you have the inside grows. LA County, where this location is at in Adelanto, you have to, in LA County, have an in-box warehouse in order to grow in LA County. They won't allow you to grow outgrow in LA County yet.
Correct.
So ZIPBOX has got a unique idea in Adelanto. I've talked to a lot of people that do have the old warehouses there that are growing right now. But their idea is really interesting on how participants can get involved with their investment inside the warehouse. So that's very cool. There's a possibility for you guys out there to make some extra money with a small investment.
Definitely.
We're going to find all about that, man. What do you think about all this cannabis that's going around now? Do you think that President Trump and the Congress and the senators are going to finally pass medicinal marijuana nationwide and recreational marijuana? You think that's coming?
It has to. No matter what they do, they can't stop it. It's going to come because if you think back when the prohibition with alcohol was back in the day, and all the troubles that we went through, and then finally it passed, and now it's universal. So it's going to happen,
Yeah, I think 70% of the population of America want it for medicinal purposes and for the oils, especially. Well, the oils you can go in and buy anywhere, but as far as the cannabis itself, so I think it's all moving towards that business and investment. Like these groups here are starting to get involved and see the value of it, not just for their profits, but for people.
Exactly, and I think it's the pharmaceutical companies don't want this to come forefront because this can solve a lot of the problems that they knew, but they were putting behind them because they don't want it to come out, because they don't want a lot of people to get involved.
Absolutely. Well, we talk about pharmaceuticals. Hey, Martin, can you do me a favor? Can you get one of the representatives of ZIPBOX to come here and talk to me for a second live? Absolutely, great. Yeah, well, the pharmaceuticals have always been against that because it's all about profit for them.
Exactly.
But this is all about healing and staying well and making a profit. Hey, it's good business, helps people and makes a profit, and that's what it's all about.
I mean, you have to get a return on your investment, so it doesn't matter.
What's going on in your career?
my career has been blowing up. I have working on a Japanese production right now. And
See, they're blowing up on me right now. They call
yes.
me all day long.
So this Japanese production, I'm actually in the process of filming. We're filming next 2 weeks, and so that's going pretty well. Yeah.
So you want to hold this microphone?
Sure.
And tell
Sure.
me about the Lockhart project.
So
and also the Don Wilson projects.
Okay, so the Lockhart.
That phone is a culprit.
Yeah, the Lockhart project is we're still in the pre-stage of getting part 2 made. I just connected with some distribution for part 1. Right now it's on Amazon Prime, as you know, but we're going to be moving it from Amazon Prime to this other international distribution company.
Absolutely. All right, my friend. Thank you. I guess it's my time now. I got to go up there and hit the cameras. ZipBox, we're going to change the camera angle here for a second and get things going here. They're just about ready to get started. Unless, come on over here, my friend. How are you doing, huh? Good to see you again. How's business? Translate for me. How is business? How's business? How's his business going?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, very good. Because I was at your conference and all your products are going well. You're expanding around the world, correct? Yes?
Yes.
He is? And all right, well, tell us a little bit about what he's doing.
What he's doing right now?
Yes.
也就是他问你现在工作是大概做什么？
他是那个头脑修复生态。
Absolutely. Well, good to have you here. Appreciate your time and the support of ZipBox. Now, are you in affiliation with them at all?
Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Are you part of the business?
No.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, my friend. All right. Absolutely. Hey, how are you? Come on in here. Let's get going a little something here. We're live and we're about on 10 different sites right now. So what's your name?
My name is Jeff Bell.
Hi, Jeff.
Corporate counsel for ZipBox. So I know you wanted someone to give a little
Just
question.
a little bit. What we're here for today, what's happening. ZipBox is a unique grow situation because it's in-house, and I understand that investors can get involved in it.
Yeah, we are basically a unique grow concept. We're using the containers to grow the product. And so today is to celebrate some success that we've here locally and then sort of discuss what we're going to be doing in a different state with the same concept but at a much bigger scale than we have here. Right. So that's what we're here to discuss.
LA County makes it difficult for the cannabis industry right now. But, you know, the flexibility is there, and hopefully we'll be more flexible in the state of California as time goes on because there certainly is a lot of good revenue, and it helps people a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, and that especially is true is in the new location that we have in Massachusetts. This is a town that has these large mill factories that have been vacant for 15, 20 years that employ 300 or 400 people, and they've had no one coming in to use these locations, no employment, no revenue stream. They're excited, the idea that a business is going to come in and is going to be able to put good paying jobs into that business, that community, and revitalize a community that's looking for an industry that can help it.
And also, the medicinal purposes of CBD oil is just, they don't even know the extent of the greatness of this yet.
You know, interesting you say that because we have community meetings in the community where we're going to go, and there is surprisingly a large number of that community that do know the benefits. So when we had our community outreach meetings, not one person complained, not one person said anything. We had more people coming up saying, I use CBD, I want you in here, I think this is a great product.
Yeah, it really is a revolutionary product of the 21st century across the world, especially in America. I hope that the politicians, President Trump, the Senate, and the Congress will get past all their committees and sanction this, because I know Trump will sign the medicinal marijuana aspect of it.
Yeah, and I think that's the bigger issue we've got to deal with. There's some banking issues and some other interstate issues that make it very difficult for this business to really expand and grow as it should be. The public wants it. The government is behind the times of what needs to be done. And so we need to push them forward to get to where we need to be.
Sort of like Prohibition was at the end of that time in the 20s, but yet the positive aspects of this far outweighed the negative aspects of alcohol and Prohibition. And I think when this takes off, it's going to be a wonderful and amazing thing. Can investors, smaller investors, get involved with ZIPBOX?
In some form, there is a mechanism for them to participate. So there is some. It's not a traditional investment, but there is a mechanism for them to participate in this business. So yes.
If anybody has any questions, where can they go online? Do you have a card or a business
We do have
website?
the website, and there's contact information. And on this little presentation, they'll give you the number and where they can go.
So we're at the Constance Hotel in Pasadena. We're here for a brand new way in which to heal and for businesses to make revenue. And this is sort of a cutting-edge way, because in Adelanto, in LA County, you have to have an in-grow. You can't outgrow in LA County, LA City. Up north in the Triangle, you can, but not down here yet. So in-grow is where it's at. And in Adelanto is one of the areas that was one of the first in the state to have that.
Yes, they're the first in the state, and so there's some growing pains even with that, because they're really not, I don't think, necessarily prepared. There's a lot of things that still need to be done to make it all work. But yeah, they're up and running, and they're producing.
Absolutely. It's beautiful, man. I appreciate it. And your lead counsel, so if you have any legal questions about this is the guy to get involved with, Jeff Bell. Hey, thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate for your time. ZIPBOX, sealed box grower. And that's what we're talking about here on the Jesse T Show. This afternoon, we're broadcasting live. We'll be back with you in just a few as we do our thing with me, Jesse T.